Hello and welcome to Jim's weekly update. You're receiving this video because you've attended one of my recent live events, and as a follow-up to that I go over each week on where we're going to pull the trigger and on what different system. If what you're about to see doesn't make any sense to you, then you maybe need to go back and watch the recording of the event you attended. Any questions at all, email info@themidaslegacy.com. Here's where we're going to go over the retirement hack system, or the $250,000 thing. And also we're going to look at shorting the housing market, or playing the housing market any way we want to, using ETFs with the remote control riches system. And also, of course, individual stock trades cherry picked from my own selections, where we're going to update, give new picks and so on. So this is a great benefit that comes with the live event you've come with. So make sure though, if you don't know what I'm speaking about, you go back and look, especially the part on execution of any trades, or how to look at the chart that I'm going to be showing you. None of it at all is going to make any sense unless you've watched that. That being said, let's kick off with this week's weekly update. Welcome to another update after the market closed on 28th of March 2024. So I want to begin kicking off this week with a recap on the retirement hack code system, money on demand system, and what triggers it and when. So remember, we're looking for 4 things to happen. Let me just set this chart up. And this is all on the initial instruction video that you've had in order to be able to be here. But if not, here's a recap. So you're waiting for the first Friday, and I tell you when it happens, but you're waiting for the first Friday where you get 4 things all happening at once. You get 55% on the RSI, which is there. And then we're looking for the blue line being above the red line, those lines being the 40-week moving average and the 70-week moving average. And I also want this blue line to have moving up for at least 6 months. And the price, the stock market here, to be above that red line, the 70-week. So once the first Friday, it can't just be any time, the first Friday, all those 4 things line up. That is a buy on the that is 4 things line up on the S&P 500 chart, or $SPX. Then you buy UPRO, which is an ETF of 3 times whatever the S&P 500 does. That signal got triggered the end of October, about there last year, and it went up, shot up ever since, which doesn't always happen. Remember, it's more of a longer, steady system, and so the gains since then have really been phenomenal. I mean, the system got you in about 4,400. The market's now at 5,200, so 6,800. So you're looking at a gain there of about over 60% since the system told you to go into UPRO, which is that triple S&P 500 ETF, and this is all explained. I'm just doing a recap. So which is brilliant. And so we leave that, we let it ride until the first Friday comes that this price goes below that 70-week moving average. So we're nowhere near close to that happening just yet, and I'll tell you when it does. And that would be the time that you sell UPRO and take profits. In the meantime, what we're looking to do is cash in from the market having what is now a really well overdue correction. I mean, this is kind of cloud cuckoo land up here. It needs to come back down somewhere close around here to just have a healthy correction to be able to keep going up. Markets don't go up like that. That's, this is acting a bit crazy. So it is going to correct at some point. We don't know when. Haven't seen any signs breaking down just yet, but anything can happen this week. When it does, I'll let you know when we can make some instant money on that rebound. So otherwise, everything going according to plan. I've got a couple of I've got a few stock picks this week actually. The first one is LFVN. Sorry, LFVN, not that one. LFVN. So we're going to get in here at around between 575 and 605, one lot, and a stop loss will be at 5.5, 550. And AVPT is the other one. We're going to try and get this one between 730 and 750, somewhere in that range, with a stop loss of $7. And the last one is PHVS. So we're looking at getting in here between 21 and 23 with a stop loss of 20. PLTR was the other pick we had, which is doing fine. I had a correction this week. That's great. That's okay. And just let it level off around there for a while. But we were in down there, so this is already in great profit, and we'll let that one ride out. Regarding the shadow dollar, we look at gold for that. And ever since, let's look at gold and the ETF for Bitcoin, by the way, which is GBTC. It's not Bitcoin. So when I first announced the shadow dollar system in about there, early December, it was already higher, but it's obviously doubled since then, got even higher. So that's working out very well. What we're waiting for now is to make money the other way around, which is the gold ETF, not gold, the gold ETF. And when this one comes back down to earth, a bit like the stock market, it needs to just have a healthy correction. Then we'll look at getting some instant payouts on that one as well. And along with GBTC, the Bitcoin ETF for the shadow dollar play, then when that one, I mean, this one is just gone crazy. This one is going to correct, and when it does, we will look for the suitable moment to get an instant to get in on that one and ride it, as it's obviously going to keep going up in what is now a crazy bull market around. So everything's going according to plan. We've got some good trades moving along. We've made some money, and now it's just waiting for things to just have that natural correction and make more money the other way. So remember, this was just a recap of some of the systems. It was all originally explained on your product. If it wasn't, then you're here because of something else. Like the individual stocks or something. What I do is I cover everything on these weekly videos. Some things you'll have the system on, other things you won't. But so I cater to everyone with this live support each week. So that's all for this time. I will speak to you next week.